Hello and welcome to English with the Beat. I hope this platform of learning English helped you a lot in terms of learning some grammar lessons. Today, I would like to have some new grammatical area of learning. I hope it will help you in mostly examination area such as IELTS, academic and general, or the students of new SAT. Let's have a look at the example of the board. Job applicants need to have a degree. Job applicants need to have an experience letter. If I am speaking or writing, do you think this kind of writing or speaking will be an appropriate way? I don't think so. What is happening here? What is problem? The problem is I am repeating few things like job applicants need to have, job applicants need to have. So this repetition should be removed and it should be one thing. The same idea I can put in one sentence instead of having two. So which part of grammar can help us to put the idea in one single sentence? Let's have an example. So, do you think any of these can help us to put the idea in one single sentence instead of having two sentences? Yes, I think so. If I pick this one here, right, and pick this spot and move it to here, like, or I can remove this one and put, and now I will consider it as one sentence. Do you think it seems better than the previous one? Yes, it does. Job applicants need to have a degree and an experience letter. So now it's a perfect thing. The question is, what did this blue thing did here? What did it do here? It actually connected two different words. You can say an experience letter and a degree. So a degree and an experience letter, both these phrases have the same value. When you have the same value, you need to use the words like this to shorten the sentence. You don't need to repeat that again, and you can connect them by using such words to tell that they have the same values, so they need to be with this kind of words. We call them conjunctions in English grammar. Conjunctions are the words that connect two words, two phrases, or two clauses to actually tell that they have the same values. Are there types of conjunctions? Yes, there are types of conjunctions. I'm going to write them here. So we have three types of conjunctions: coordinating, subordinating, and correlative conjunctions. So when you have conjunctions that connect two words or two phrases or two clauses, we call them coordinating conjunction. And in short language, to remember what are they, we also call them fanboys. Fanboys. Fanboys means F for, A for and, N for no, B for but, O for or, and Y for yet, and S for so. So we call these 7 conjunctions coordinating conjunctions, and to remember them we use fanboys. We usually say fanboys in new set grammar when we teach new set grammar to the set students, so we usually tell them fanboys. And also in IELTS exam we also call them fanboys, to remember these coordinating conjunctions because they play a vital role in IELTS and SET exams. Alright, so now we're going to talk about them in details. Each of them we're going to talk about in details. Remember, we are just going to talk about the types of conjunctions, not the punctuations, because it's a part of a writing thing. So I'm going to talk about the punctuation, how to use punctuations with conjunctions in next lesson. Here today, we're just going to talk about conjunctions and types of conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions. I told you we use coordinating conjunctions to actually connect two words, two phrases, or two clauses that have the same values or same action. And for that, I'm going to give you here an example of how coordinating conjunction connect to words, an example of how it connects to phrases, and an example of how it connects to clauses that they have the same values or action. Let's have the first example for the first one. I drink tea or coffee. The question is, where is the conjunction? Which word actually connects two things to tell the same value? So I think I drink tea and coffee. So tea have the value drink, coffee has the value drink. So means tea and coffee, both the words have the same value, which is drinking. So we use a connector conjunction. We call it coordinating conjunction. So here, this is an example of connecting two words, because the word tea, and the word coffee. So here, this part is actually a conjunction which is connecting two words to tell that they have the same value. Now, second example of connecting two phrases. Okay, so here is the second example which connect actually two phrases. Here you can see, at weekends, I usually spend my time at the beach or in the malls. So, which two phrases in this example have the same values or the same action, because the action is spend or spending. Spending time is connected with at the beach and in the malls. So those two phrases are at the beach, in the malls. At the beach is a phrase because it's not one word. When something is not one, it's more than one, so it becomes a phrase or sometimes a clause. So here it's a phrase. So phrase 1 is at the beach, phrase 2 is in the malls. So now you have two phrases, and which word is connecting them? The connector is or. So or is actually connecting two phrases, okay? So that is the example of connecting two phrases. Now we're going to talk about two clauses. How we can have two clauses that can be connected by a conjunction and it can have the same value. Let's have a look. For example, I'm a person who teaches English and who lives in a village. So here we have two clauses. Clause 1 is who teaches English, and clause 2 is who lives in a village. So to connect two clauses that have the same value, which is here, I am a person, so we use a conjunction and that is called coordinating conjunction. So here we have three different examples because of three different services that come from coordinating conjunction in English grammar. And remember that coordinating conjunctions are always 7 conjunctions, and we call them fan boys. Okay? For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay? So this is coordinating conjunction, the first type of conjunction. Now we are moving to the second type of conjunction, which is also known as subordinating conjunction.